Hi, this is Karen E., and this is a reading about the eclipse that just happened. Depending on your time zone, it was either late last night or very early this morning. And we start with the Son of Cups, a very introspective card. I think it reflects a lot of the going within that has happened these last few months and really getting in touch with our calling. What is it we are really inspired to do or share with the world? And then the card that goes along with that is the Daughter of Swords, and this is reversed, which says to me maybe we have some scattered thoughts, or maybe we've been trying to act on some of these ideas, but it's just been too soon, so a lot of starting and stopping. It could also be the old thoughts or beliefs that we really need to get rid of. Full moon is a good time to release those things that are no longer serving us. And so maybe it's releasing those old beliefs, those old thoughts. The blocker challenge is the sun. The sun is creativity and shining our light in the world. And maybe you're afraid to do that. Maybe some of these thoughts are getting in the way of that. Maybe we're worried about how we're going to be received. And yet, if you think about it, if you have a talent or message to share, hopefully only the people who are meant to hear it will be there at the right time. If you water yourself down and try to please everyone, then you're not really sharing all of who you are and all of what you want to share. And the foundation here is the Shaman of Swords. And you do want to express yourself. You do want to share your gifts, and you do want to be assertive. You're done just sitting back, being quiet, following the rules, and listening. You have something to express and to share. The issue coming to pass is the Eight of Wands. So maybe we recently had some information that came to light quickly, or situation that started moving forward quickly. Maybe you're working on a project, building a business, or could even be the arrows of love, a new relationship that has come onto the horizon. And then the near future, we have a gift that's coming to us, or a new beginning. And then in the card to help us work with the blocker challenge, okay, our challenges and shining our light, bringing ourselves out into the world, sharing our gifts. And so the Magician reverse says to me, maybe there's some tools we have that they're so obvious that we forget about them. So this is a reminder to use our tools, and maybe also reminding ourselves that the universe has all the ingredients there. We don't need to know exactly how everything is going to happen. Just know that the highest good will happen. Our hopes and fears, here we've got the Eight of Cups. So maybe in moving forward, we have to leave something behind, and maybe we're a little hesitant to do that. And yet the treasures here, the illustration on this card, I think can demonstrate the lessons or gifts that we got from that situation that we're needing to leave behind. So maybe it's a relationship or even old beliefs. There was a time where that served you well, and so it's appreciating those lessons so that you can move forward. And then this is the 4 to 6 month card, or it can also be sort of the sky of the reading. And this is the Six of Swords reversed. If it was upright, it would mean that we're moving forward and things are getting easier. And because it's reversed, it says to me that maybe there's a delay. It can also mean that maybe there is something we need to let go of before we move forward, whether it's a relationship or a way of thinking, whatever. And maybe we're a little resistant to doing that. Or maybe we're resistant to looking within and seeing what we really need to let go of so we can move forward. And we wish it would just happen and that we wouldn't have to do anything. But sometimes we do need to make a choice. And so maybe that's why there might be a little bit of a delay there. Or that could even be the delay due to COVID or other external factors. In the environment, we have Five of Wands reversed, which says there's some other people in our environment dealing with some changes. And the card's reversed, so that says these changes are for the better. And the outcome, we have the Priestess of Discs. And in this card, it shows the woman really enjoying motherhood and being supported in that by the universe. This can also mean a project, or maybe it's the sharing of your talents with the world, that the resources you need are provided and you're content with sharing those resources with others. And then we also have the Priestess of Cups, which says we're in control of our emotions, and we've become good at knowing what we want and making the choices that assist that in happening. And sometimes we know what we want by knowing what we don't want. And knowing what we don't want sometimes has to do with rules or other people that we're concerned about controlling us. Like in the Hierophant card. And so maybe we're deciding what rules work for us. Or if we are in a leadership role, maybe it's really considering how are we being a leader? What kind of leader do you want to be? You don't want to control people. You want to lead in an inspiring way and help people to use their gifts and help people to coexist and cooperate and work as a team, but to not give up who they are individually. And maybe this is also how you're running your own life and your own business. This Lover's card really shows how we're balancing the masculine and feminine within us. And I think that relates to this Hierophant card. And hey, wait a minute, we need to find a balance here, a balance with the masculine and the feminine. And there's no more all or nothing, or somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. But how do we blend together? How do we cooperate? On the other hand, I think there are some things that really do have to go, and we're going to say no. And those things aren't going to be a part of our practice or our lives anymore. We're going to be the boss of ourselves, and we're not going to go along with rules that don't have integrity anymore. It's just not going to happen. So what I see overall is that we are in touch with our calling and what we want to share with the world. And maybe there's some barriers getting in the way of that, whether it's our own minds and thoughts that we need to release, or maybe a relationship that's not working that we need to release. But we will be getting some gifts, some blessings. We are going to be able to be assertive about what we want. We do need to trust our intuition, trust that the universe will provide us with the resources, maybe not jump into anything too quickly. We are still in Mercury retrograde, so it's not a good time to sign anything or make any final decisions, but maybe just keep getting some information and keep focused on, what is your calling, what is your passion, and then also what rules are going to work for you, and how to move forward in ways that serve your calling, but also serve others in a way that's joyful and not controlling, and that works for you and for the highest good. So that is the reading for the eclipse. Good luck and take care.